Jack and I first met at AT&T, and we dated, and he asked me to marry him. We just had a grand time and took this little country girl from growing up on a farm in Loganville, Georgia, places I never dreamed I would go. He was a wonderful photographer, had his own dark room. He was a talented artist. He has paintings of Europe that he's done that I've seen in artist magazines. We were just a happy family. We had 2 daughters, and they're both wonderful.
Dad was the consummate family man. He adored his family. I am a daddy's girl, and he was totally devoted to us, and that devotion was returned.
About 12 years ago, I noticed a change in his behavior, and the surgeon checked him out, and he said, "I need you to go to a neurosurgeon, but I believe that you have the early stages of Parkinson's." And he sent us to a neurosurgeon that day who confirmed it. And then he had to give up driving, and it was just started to be downhill and downhill. And then I was so worried about him falling.
And so if you're talking about the greatest generation, one of the things that you'll observe is that they're very independent, and they feel that they should take care of one another independent of help. We first started noticing a need probably 2 years before my father passed away, and then it took a while to convince my mother that she would accept care into her home. There was nobody that cared for him that he trusted more than Mac Murphy.
I became a comfort keeper because I was in school and I wanted to find a job where I could help people, and that was very important to me. I have 2 degrees currently, one in biology, one in chemistry, and I plan to take them on medical school afterwards.
Was a little surprised, but after about 15 minutes, I said, "Thank you, God, what a gift." He is such a special young man. He was so special to Jack. They called each other buddy.
And you know, on the days when my dad could barely open his eyes and I would be with him and Mac would show up, I would lean down and whisper in his ear, "Daddy, your buddy's here," and he may not be able to open his eyes and look at Mac, but he could always smile. And I walked out the door and never worried when my dad was in the care of Mac Murphy.
Jack and I were kindred spirits of a sort, and he just reinforced very deeply the desire to care for others.
You know, the journey as a daughter was challenging. Excuse me. There was a period of time I had to stop being a daughter and be my dad's caregiver. And so the interaction that I had with my father was about eating, about medications, about health and well-being, because I was fighting for his life. When Comfort Keepers came in with the quality of individual that we had in Mac, I had the option to become his daughter again, and not so much as a caregiver. And what a gift that was for me.